Welcome, viewers. We're here from Fight Fan TV. We've got Mr. Fight Fan TV here, and I'm Danny from Fight Fan TV, and we're joined with our special guest today, the current English champion, Dan Super Azeez.
What's going on, bro? What's happening? Shit, what's that? What top is that? Arsenal flipping hell, bro. We can't hear Dan.
Hold on.
How come we hear
What's that
Dan?
saying?
Oh
Would you mute him?
no.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Yeah,
now,
now.
sir. I think I muted you, sir, man.
No
Yeah.
worries.
I said you're wearing that top with a lot of like pride in that.
Listen. You gotta ride through the good times and the bad times.
Yeah, I like. Hey, you're the only Arsenal fan. You're the only Arsenal fan that's actually said that. I like that
It's
still.
real, man. What can you do, man?
I
Do you know what
like that. I like that. I like that. Still.
Man ain't a glory hunter out here. So.
I like that. I like that still. I like that still.
How's it going with you lot anyway, man? It's been
Yeah.
a long time, man. I've been asking to do a thing with you lot. You lot just I don't know what's going on, mate.
don't allow it. We're on the come up, innit? We're on the come up, so we apologise, man. We're on the come up, man.
Yeah, we only just started doing interviews recently and that.
Yeah, so
put us with that, and we're on the come up. We're about to take over. As you know, we got all the information, the greatest and latest. So these men are going to have to move over to the side while we're.
That's it, man. That's it. No, it's true. No, that's it.
Nah,
Man.
yeah, a bunch of real ones coming through. I know that much. But let's get into it, then.
Yeah.
For the fans, let them know how you got into boxing. How it started. Where the passions come from, and how it all got to where you are now, basically.
Do you know what? Funny enough, Mr. Dan over here is one of the, first kind of boxers I come in contact with. He used to go to my school or whatnot, and there was only a few, man, like them times boxing wasn't really a fashion thing. You know what I mean? You can't tell man, yeah, man's a boxer, or tell gal, yeah, man's a boxer. No one didn't care. Them man been doing it from when it weren't even fashionable. Him, Ahmed Patterson in it.
Yeah. That's my fiance's cousin. Imagine that.
Yeah, that man been boxing from early. So yeah, and then I think like probably when I got to about maybe sixth form, year 11, I gone down to a local club in Catford. I can't remember what the name of the club was called. But anyway, went down there.
Oh, you're talking about on a road in Elm Lane.
That's it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, went down
with
on
Tom
a road.
Arscott. Rest in peace.
Yes. Rest in peace, man. That's my little brother, because my little brother started boxing before me, so that was his coach, innit? So Tom used to take him as a junior here, there, and everywhere. So I remember I went down there, but them times I'm all doing my nonsense on road and whatnot. So I remember Tom was like looking at me like, yeah, nah, just another riffraff. Like, sorry, we ain't got no space in the gym. So yeah, I just left. Yeah, no, he was. I don't know if you know Tom, Dan, but yeah, he's just straight up like he's just. Like,
I know Tom.
Man,
Tom used to train me.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the history of Tom.
Yeah.
Tom used to train me down the Lynn with a guy called John Atkinson, and he's the one who I'll tell you who he used to coach. He used to coach Sparks.
Okay.
Sparks.
Wow. Okay. I didn't even know that.
McDonald. Yeah, Sparks, Junior McDonald, Iddy, them man there, and he used to train me. And then when he left the Lynn, he brought some of us along with, like me, Diego, Diego Burton and that. So I was with him for a bit.
Did you box down at Honor Oak as well?
Yeah, for a bit, yeah. Before I went back to the Lynn, I was down with Tom. Yeah.
Wow, okay, yeah. Because when I used to go there, when my little brother was there, I just remember I always used to see Diego. Diego would be skipping for hours. I just think, bloody hell, like, this guy's like, he's a machine, like, because that was just skipping. I just think, how could someone skip for so long? Obviously, I didn't start boxing them times, so I remember I used to see Diego there. And then, long story short, I think I went there a couple times, didn't really take it serious. It was only when I went to uni, I started watching a couple clips, and then they were doing the ABA finals in Colchester, because I went Essex University, which is in Colchester, and they were doing the finals there. And someone just invited me, said, yeah, come down, like, they're doing the championship. I was like, what's that? Like, all right. And then I went down there, and then obviously, who was the guys there? I think Dion Juma, Benga, Yemi and Joshua. I remember watching them and I thought, and they banged up all their guys. I said, raw, this thing is sick. Like, no, like I was proper impressed by them, like the way they just moved to everyone. So I said, you know what, all right, because I started going like training in local club in Colchester, but just like on a joke thing. Then when I saw that, I said, yeah, do you know what? I want to actually like become a proper affiliated amateur boxer. I want to start competing. And then that's when I started like getting into the fights and stuff. So yeah, that's how I got into boxing.
Okay, so what did you study while she was at uni then?
Accounting and finance.
Oh, it's
Okay,
numbers, man. Yeah. So you know the
it's good.
numbers,
Yeah.
yeah.
None of these managers
I'm
and promoters can
Nigerian, man.
bump
I
you
gotta
then.
know the numbers, man. Huh?
Yeah. These promoters and managers can't try and bump you then.
No, that's it, man. That's it. That's it.
No, that's sick. That is sick. So obviously,
Yeah.
how many amateur fights did you have then? Dan?
Uh, I had about 60. I had about
Right.
60.
All right.
60 amateur fights. And then, so when I was signed up with a club in Essex, but when I'd come down, I would train down at Palmer's ABC, because that
Was
was
that
just
with,
right
with
down the road
Terry?
from
Yeah.
me.
Was that with Terry?
Yeah. So yeah. So then obviously that's where I kind of met Craig and all that, and then we always used to spar Craig, Jonathan Pilata,
Yeah.
Joshua Nelson, and all them lot. So yeah.
Yeah, because funny enough, Terry, he was a long-standing coach with the Lynn as well, and he took Craig with him from the Lynn when he set up his Palmer's gym. So
Oh,
it's,
Okay, got you. Yeah, because when I used, because I was like an elite amateur boxer, and obviously like I'm getting to like finals of the championships and stuff. When I'd come down to London and try and train, all the London clubs were like, nah, unless you're like you're training with us and whatnot, nah, you can't really be training at gym. It was only
yeah, unless you're
Terry
carded
that was
with us.
cool in it.
Yeah, unless you're
Say that
carded with
again.
them. Unless you're
Yeah,
carded
yeah,
with them.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So Terry was the only one that was cool. Like, yeah, you know what? Like, we got some lads here. Yeah, come down. And then that's how I developed a relationship with them lot and whatnot. So yeah.
yeah, that's good to hear, man.
so fast forward past the amateurs. You turned pro.
Yeah.
Would you say you turned pro with MTK? Are they how does that? Is it, are they a promotion or just your management team? Or are they a promotional team as well?
Yeah. They're a management company. So yeah, they're my management team. So yeah, I turned professional with them in 2017, late 2017. And yeah, just since then, now I'm like 12-0. Won the Southern area, won the English, and I'm just trying to strive on and collect some more belts, man. Step up the ladder.
Yeah, I'll be honest. You are making like good strides. You're making a lot of noise as well in the lightweight division domestically. Picked
Not
up.
enough, mate. Not enough. Because
Nah.
every time when they're mentioning the top boys at light heavy, my name ain't mentioned yet. So I'm obviously still got a lot of work to do, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
time
but
in
that's
it.
But you're
You know
making,
what I mean?
the guys in the game though. You know what I'm saying? We know what's what. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, you're making
Yeah.
headway, man.
that's
You're
what I'm
making headway
saying.
because when you first, I think when you first made, got people to take notice, including myself,
It's
was
Charlie
when
Duff.
you fought at the O2 arena against Charlie Duffield
Mm.
on
Yeah.
the undercard. Yeah, and when you stopped him, I was like, rah. Dan can actually
Yeah.
proper go. Like I knew you took up boxing like a
Appreciate it.
bit after
Yeah.
like my generation and that. I was like, right, okay,
Yeah.
we've got another guy on the ends. That's lovely. Like I love this.
Mhm.
So when you stopped him, I was like, yeah,
Appreciate it.
no, that's good.
Yeah,
And
because
then you beat
people
that was
didn't
for the
think he was
Southern.
going to win that fight.
Yeah, people didn't
Say
think
that
that.
again.
People didn't think you was gonna win that.
People didn't think he was going to win the
No, they
Charlie Duffel
didn't.
fight.
No, that like even everyone on ends was like, all right, yeah, now we're gonna see if like this is the
Mm.
this is will be his acid test, innit? Even to be fair, imagine like even people like from MTK were like, yeah, Dan, because Charlie's a cool guy in it, so he's quite well known in the whole,
Yeah, the
British
box.
circuit. So they were
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, Dan, Charlie, he's just big, he's bigger. We just, it's probably a bit more stronger. So we think he's gonna beat you. Like, this is my own like not well, MTK and that. They were just saying that to my I was like, it kind of pissed me off. I was thinking,
Mm.
no problem, like, cool, like and then yeah, I just went on and put on that display, and yeah, like you said, I started to raise a few eyebrows.
Yeah, and then after I see when you boxed Lawrence Suzuki, a former GB boy, because I remember when he knocked out
Yeah.
my friend East Shiguri in the amateurs out cold. In one of them.
Really?
Yeah, he knocked him out cold. It was, me and Tunde,
Oh,
and that was sat there. It was bad, yeah. So when you
do you
beat him,
know
I was like,
what's
right,
funny? Yeah,
on.
because even when I was coming up as an amateur, Lawrence was one that, like, because obviously I was an 81 kilo boy. He was like the
Mm,
top person, like top guy in it. So it's like people like him, I was looking up thinking, yeah, I've watched him as well in the ABAs. Thought, yeah, this guy's sick. So even when it come to fighting him, as much as, yeah, he's the guy in the opposite corner, I still had a bit of, admiration for him because, like, yeah, coming up, you was like the top boy on GB and whatnot. And it's good that, I get to actually share the ring with you and, win my belt by facing someone of your caliber because he's undefeated as well. So,
yeah, no, that was proper. That was proper things. Trust me, proper.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then you gone.
yeah. So you beat him. Obviously, there's a points that watching you. I don't think that performance was one of your best performances I've seen, or one of my favourites. Is that
Nah,
safe to say? Was you happy with that
no,
performance?
definitely. No, I wasn't at all because he didn't come to engage, man.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to fight, so he made it quite awkward, and he's quite a slick star. Like, even like Dan, in amateurs, he was a slick fighter. Like, so
Mm,
as much as he didn't want to engage, he wasn't that easy to hit. Like, and again, I've probably only been in the game like 2 years. I'm still learning. These are experienced guys, so yeah, it didn't make for a fan friendly fight, which I did like because one of my things is win, lose or draw. When I go out there, I want to make it an entertaining fight.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because
but
whether
yeah, a
whether
lot.
you're
I did.
good or not, as long as you,
Go on, Dan.
Go on. I'll finish what you're saying, Dan.
yeah, I'm saying like whether you're good fighter or bad fighter, as long as you entertain the
The
you
fan.
know, audience, people want to see you again. Like, do you know what I mean? You look at Derek Chisora, how many losses has he got on his resume? But he's
Mm.
entertaining, do you know what I mean? Whether it's in or out of the ring. So I wasn't quite happy, but again, I was happy that I won the titles. Another title I notched up in a couple months because I won the Southern Area in July, and
Mm-hmm.
then a couple months later I got the English. So yeah, I was happy in that sense. But yeah, it definitely wasn't my bestest of performances.
Yeah, no, because I think lots of people, because a lot of them wouldn't know Lawrence because he's from up Newcastle, so it's not really a big boxing city. But because I know who he is, I was able to appreciate and like that performance was very good for a man who has relatively limited experience compared to him. Because I know that he's
Yeah,
a very great. So if he shuts up shop, you ain't. Yeah, as you said, it's hard to even catch him clean. So even computer, he's
yeah,
from the computer scoring system, so he knows how to not get
exactly.
shot landed on him. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Fast forward, you was in a grudge match with Andre Sterling.
Yeah,
Andre Sterling. A lot of people, were like torn on that fight. A lot of people, couldn't call it. So there was a lot of rumors of what happened in sparring and whatnot. But one
yeah,
thing I did say is like you knew, like you were assured you were gonna get the victory. Like
yeah.
even watching the
No,
build up,
definitely.
you were like the confidence was brimming out. And you went and got the
Yeah.
stoppage. How did you feel about that victory?
Yeah, no, I was happy, man, because I say it to everyone, like sparring is different from a fight. Like, and people go into sparring with their own different kind of agendas. Like, you get some people who go in there, they want to win every spar, like they want to
Mm,
don't like they don't even want to learn or they don't want to try things out. So obviously me and Andre we're down at the Peacock, so I've got him ready to fight numerous people, and
mm,
he's done the same with me. So I know him fairly well. And some of the spars, like I said, when I go into a spar, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to try out things. And when you do that, you make mistakes, you get caught. But this guy he's taking from it that, yeah, I had one up on him. But
yeah.
deep down, I know what I'm capable and where he's showing everything in sparring. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know the best of you. You don't know the best, like, do you know what I mean? So that's where his mouth was coming from. He weren't just talking like for the sake of talking.
Mm,
He genuinely himself believed, yeah, based on sparring, in the past, he can have me up. Like, he thought he could even stop me, like, which was just so absurd. Like, I didn't understand that, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it?
Saying that now, does the because you just said he actually believed, he thought he was going to beat you. Does the victory, is it even more sweeter because you went in with an opponent that actually thought he was going to beat you, and then he actually quit on his store? Would you say?
Yeah, no, I don't. He didn't quit.
Or,
Obviously,
or his eye or
the
whatever?
trainer threw in the towel or
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah, but just cut the build up because he was just running up his mouth bare. Like, I just wanted to like beat him up anyway. Like, I just wanted to punch him up and punish him. Like, he was talking bare smack, and obviously we're from the same ends. Like, things get relayed back to you. Like, things even when we used to spar here, this guy would go around say, "Yeah, man, punched up Dan like the other day." He used to, but me, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I'm not so. How can I say? I'm not. I'm not. I think big in it, so like I ain't got an ego. Like, he can do all of that, but because deep down I know what's what in it. But he used to do that, and that used to piss me off. I remember coming one time to the gym. I was like, "Hey man, stop doing that! Like, why are you like stop?" And he's like, "No, like this the rare tear and whatnot." But I was like, "Hey, stop doing that." Then I would still keep hearing things like. So I said, "Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Like, is what it is." Like, even when the fight was made, I didn't even want to fight him. Like, I was thinking, because there was nothing really for me to gain. He just lost. He's lost to Craig. He's lost to Liam now. What do I really gain from it? I've got the title. Why am I fighting him? Like, let me fight someone better, someone who maybe has got no blemishes, so that I can climb up the ladder. But he was insistent. No, I want it and rest. And it's the same thing with Craig. Craig knows him as well. I don't think Craig really wanted to fight him, not out of fear, but like we're man them, innit?
Nothing
We're
to
from the
gain.
ends,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he
do you know
found
what
him
I
more
mean?
of a
Like,
test.
but
Yeah.
yeah, do you know what I mean? So, like, to answer your question, like, yeah, it just felt good just beating him up. Like, to be fair, like, just it was like one thing I learned from that fight though is not to get too emotionally attached, like, to
Involved.
certain things, because
Yeah.
exactly, not to get too emotionally involved, because there was even a point where I was in a corner and my coach was like, "Hey man, like, he's ready to go. This is like midway through the like fight, like." And then my coach was like to me, "Yeah, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to win or do you want to punish the guy?" And because I'm so emotionally involved, I'm like, "No, I want to punish him. Like, win. I don't care if I lose or win. Like, I just want to punish him." But that's a stupid mentality.
Mentality.
Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, my mind should be focused on a job. It's not about punishing. Get the job done, in it. Like, and I could have got him out earlier, I know for a fact, but because I was emotionally involved, you start making mistakes. You do this and that. But yeah, I learned from that fight though. So yeah.
Yeah, because you ended up doing overtime because of your emotional involvement in the fight. When really you said you could have got in the showers earlier.
Exactly.
But what I do love, there was an
Exactly
infamous
that.
line you said where you said in the head to head when you was like, "Come, let's just stand in the ring and bang it."
Yeah.
Yeah, straight.
You gonna bang out Andre Sterling? You gonna bang?
Yeah, so that bang out thing, where did that come from? But what gave you going at the head to head on that?
It was just, I said, like I said, I like to be an entertaining fighter, and he was just going on like, and his coach is a troll as well. Big up Brian, didn't it? Brian Lawrence. So he used to come in the gym and he'll be like, "Bro, he's gonna stop you. He's gonna knock you out." Like, he'll come in, and I used to think, like, am I missing something here? Like, this guy serious? That's why I just came out of that. I said, "Look, fuck it. Like, let's just take center stage. Let's just go for it, innit? Like, and see you still standing. Like, do you know what I mean?" So that's where it came from. Like, I weren't just saying it. I was literally, I meant it. Like, I remember even my coach after, he was like, "Oh yeah, man, no, we ain't doing that." Like, I was like, this is what I mean. I was so emotionally involved. I was like, "Oh, whatever, man. Nah, man. I'm like, we're doing this thing." So yeah.
Yeah, no, I could feel it. I could feel it. I felt that was the spirit of Ogun right there.
Yeah, trust me, bro. I swear down, bro. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's where it came from, really.
So obviously there's been like, since that fight, there's been like some, let's say a lot of, well, not a lot, but a couple domestic light heavyweight fights. Let's start with the Lyndon ARTUR fight. Lyndon Arthur won the fight primarily
Yeah.
with his jab. I think he threw. Did he throw one right hand in the whole fight or a couple? I don't know, but
Yeah, maybe a couple or something.
Three
Yeah.
or four of them, three or four of them, three or
yeah,
four of them. But one main one because of it is
Yeah.
one main one.
how did you see the fight going? You know, Yard just he's a bit upset and he thinks he got robbed. How did you see the fight in your eyes?
To be honest, I didn't watch all of it. I watched the first 4 rounds,
Mm,
and one, it was dead. It was boring. It wasn't entertaining. And two, I had Lyndon winning probably all 4 of them. Not by much, but he was just landing the cleaner shots, picking his jabs here. And it's not like everyone's going on like, yeah, like, he proper like done his thing with the jab. Like he threw a couple, like, and Yard wasn't doing anything but just marching forward. No, not much footwork. Weren't cutting off the ring or anything. Just marching forward, and that's why he just nicked it for me. Like it's not like he battered him or just pulverized him with the jab. He just landed some nice, neat jabs and was enough to nick the rounds in it. So it was those 4 rounds. Then I stopped watching because it was just boring. I thought, okay, this is what Lyndon's gonna do for the whole fight and probably
mm,
take the fight. And then I think I went back and watched it by round 10. Round 10, 11, 12, obviously Yard, in my eyes, was pressing a bit more.
mm,
So I weren't really too sure what happened in the middle rounds, but the last couple of rounds, Yard looked like he was pressing. And, obviously in the 12th, it looked like he was going to stop him. And yeah, that was it. But I wouldn't have been surprised if it went Lyndon's way,
oh,
and I wouldn't be
yeah,
surprised if it went Yard's way.
that's exactly what
So
Lyndon said at the end of the fight. I think it was a fair assessment. He said he
yeah,
would have called it a robbery, but he said if it went Yard's way, he wouldn't have complained. He said if it was one of them fights, like a toss up in it.
yeah.
Mm,
You know what I'm
yeah.
And
saying?
basically just what you like in it as a referee, what you like, the
Mm.
person trying to make the fight and pushing, or the person that's on the back foot and boxing and picking his shots. So yeah, it's basically just what you like, I think.
The weekend just passed. There was another light heavyweight fight. Craig Richards he fought
Yeah,
Shakan Pitters for the British light heavyweight title. Obviously the fight it was a bit it was entertaining, not a bit. It was entertaining. Shakan got dropped in the fourth. After he got dropped, he did show
yeah.
a bit of bottle, a bit of heart to come back, and you know, I'll
Hmm.
say did he nick a bit of the middle rounds? You know, he showed a bit of something because I was
Yeah.
surprised. You know, when he got knocked down in the fourth, he showed me he's got something there. And in my opinion, I think he'll give a lot of light heavyweights in the domestic scene. Probably Craig went on to go and stop him
Hmm.
in the ninth. How did you see that?
Yeah.
How was your assessment of the performance from both guys?
Yeah. Well, as much as like, Craig's the guy holding the belt that I'm trying to pursue, I thought it was he boxed really well,
Mm,
and it was a brilliant performance by him. Excellent finish. To be honest, I don't really see Craig as like someone who's a really, really good finisher, but the way he finished him, I had to
mm,
give him a round of applause. You know what I mean? Because I've seen him in other fights where he's had people going and he just can't put the shots together to boom, lights out. Even with Andre, had him hurt really, really bad,
mm.
wasn't able to take him out. But again, credit to Andre, he's quite a tough guy. But yeah, I like the consensus I'm hearing from people is like, it was kind of close, or that um what's his name was up. But in my opinion, I'll be honest, I don't know, maybe I'm being biased, but I thought Craig was winning it. Like I thought he was winning it quite comfortably. Maybe there might have been 1 or 2 rounds that Shaq can come back and looked good in, but in my eyes, Craig looked like the more seasoned. He was more set. He just looked like he was in control of the fight in it. And yeah, as soon as he dropped him in what was it, the third round?
The fourth.
Yeah, fourth. I said, yeah, nah, like it's that basically the the
The
beginning of
writings on
the
the
end.
wall, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I wasn't surprised though, because
Mm,
Shaq, I've watched him in a couple fights and he's been hurt a good couple times, man. He always I don't know whether it's obviously my man's 6'6" in it, maybe making the weight down to light heavy. Maybe your resistance goes on, but I've seen him hurt with Deck. I swear he's even
Ul-
been
ul-
dropped by a
ul- ul-
journeyman.
Ultimate boxer as well. He did get hurt a couple times.
He got hurt,
So
yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? But not to take anything away from Craig, he done his thing. And again, like you said, Shakan is a nightmare for everyone. The guy's 6'6", he's just some lanky stick, like, do you know what I mean? So for Craig to go out there and put on that kind of performance. And again, Craig is, in my eyes, it's like he's been overlooked. Like, you know, against Jake, everyone thought he was gonna lose, like, and he went out and put that performance on. You know, he might have had some lackluster performance. Really, the only lackluster performance he's really had was against Chad, but I don't even think it was lackluster. Like, he just fought the wrong fight. He just played into, because if he wanted to be, you know, tit for tat and just box Chad, I'm sure he'd box his head off, but he just got involved, like, and boxed the wrong fight, innit? So, apart from that, I think Craig, like, he should get his just dues now, like, and as much as I know him, I know his family and everything, I would love to fight him because I think he's a credible opponent and it would, like, propel me to the levels where I want to go. Not because I think he's shit or anything, but he's a good fighter, man, and he's like I've heard him say before, like, you know, he's fought how many domestic people, and he actually has. I think he's got a solid domestic CV. So yeah, it was about time, man. He's been at domestic level for how long now? It's about time, and he really went and, like he said, ticked the register. But yeah, man, it was good fight. And Shakan, he did show heart. He obviously wanted to fight on, even though he was badly hurt. So there's nothing really I can say, but it was a good fight, man. Applause to both of them.
So what's your plans for the future? Is there any talks of you in a British final eliminator or British mandatory shot?
Or Commonwealth?
Yeah, there was.
Well,
I was meant to be fighting. I was meant to fight Ricky Summers in a British title eliminator and a defense for the English, but I ain't heard nothing since then. I see him coming out of the woodworks talking about, oh, Craig, yeah, you might as well give me my, like, who's he talking to? Like, he's lucky he's even fighting me for the English. Like, I'm thinking, allow it, innit? My eyes is focused on really and truly that British title. Craig has it, so that's who I want to fight. It's as plain and simple as that. Like, I've done my due diligence. I've gone for the Southern, done the English, defended it. I was gonna, like, defend against Ricky, but I don't know what's going on in it. But I just want the British now, innit? British or Commonwealth, one of the two.
So
Like, even the Commonwealth, I was meant to fight Lyndon for the Commonwealth, but we got the offer to fight him for the Commonwealth when he first was about to fight for it, and then we just never got anything, never heard anything back. They just went and got some random Ghanaian uncle and fought him, and then got the Commonwealth. Like, I was just etched out. So, like, you know, no, seriously. So that's the position I'm in. I just want to get one of these titles. You know what I mean? Commonwealth or the Craig. I mean, or the British title. And I wouldn't even be, whether Craig vacates or he stays, I won't begrudge him either way. If he's got it, then let's get it cracking. Let's fight. If he moves on, I don't blame him because he's been there for how long now? Like, so whichever one, I just want to get my hands on that title, innit?
Yeah. So you'll just fight the next in line if it's vacated. You know.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Exactly. What do you think, Dan? Do you think I'm in the right position to ask to fight for the British next?
Yeah, I think you could either do a British final eliminator because you haven't had an official one, or if you get mandated, it wouldn't be a thing of where people would be like, "Who is he? Like, where did that come from?" People could do the rise up because you did the Southern area from last year, then you did the English. So the next step, there isn't no British Masters, or you're not from Birmingham, so you can't fight for the Central area. So the next is for you. So. Yeah, so if you get mandated or you get called for a final eliminator against Ricky Summers, that would probably be good for you anyway because you haven't fought for a while. Actually, you fought in the summer, so yeah, either one. And if Craig decides to defend or if he vacates, you just fight the next person in line for the strap. Same as Callum Johnson. Callum Johnson gave it up, moved on. Buatsi was meant to fight Craig, remember? He gave it up and moved on. So Craig says he's kind of completed. He's beat British level champion fighters already. So if he decides to vacate and move on, then it's your turn next, isn't it? Simple as. That's how it goes, isn't it?
No, of course, definitely.
If you get the Commonwealth as well, good as well.
Yeah, no, definitely.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I like what you're doing in the game. I'll be honest. I like the come up, and you're not having no easy fights. That's what people. Yeah, like yeah, having no easy fights. You're kind of like doing it the way Craig done it. To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I've always said as well is like, if I can't beat, if I can't do it on the domestic scene, then I need to be realistic with myself. So that's why I'm not dodging or swerving or trying to go the back way. If I can't even fight on a domestic scene, British level or whatnot, fight these guys that are in front of me, then what's the point? Like, I can't be talking about European or world honors. No, you have to, you know, certify the thing where you are first, and then
Exactly.
then you move on. So that's why I don't, like, right now I can't really have any easy fights or whatnot. It's gonna be guys that are on the like same level as me, trying to propel themselves as well. So yeah, man, these fights just need to get made. This whole COVID thing obviously is just messing up everything as well. But hey, what can we do?
Tell me about it, bro. Tell me
You know what
about
I'm saying? So
it. Tell me about it. But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
so 2021. What's the ideal 2021 for Dan Azeez? Break it down first.
Ideal 2021 is
Mm.
I get a straight British title fight. That's the ideal British title fight. And to be fair, I won't even mind defending it because I'll rather do my learning that way. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just trying to go to the next level. Obviously, people like Craig, he's been at this level for a bit, so I won't really blame him. But me, I wouldn't mind defending it a couple times or whatnot before I move on to the next level. And then just try and keep trying to climb the ladder, man, really and truly. But um, yeah, obviously because of this whole COVID thing, it just makes it a bit harder. But yeah, ideal 2021 straight away. I just get a British title fight and I win it.
Yeah.
Simple.
So would your ideal? So
Or
you'd
Commonwealth,
ideally
or
would you want to
Commonwealth.
look to win the Lonsdale belt outright with the 3 defenses then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind doing my learning that way. Like, obviously, it'd probably be hard to get, like, that would probably take a long time, especially with this whole COVID stuff and whatnot. But I wouldn't mind, man. I'll do my learning through there. If I can defend the title 3 times, I'm surely on my way to being European and fringe world level 3 times. That's not no joke to defend it 3 times. Like Frank tried to do it, and then he did. Then last hurdle, we
Yeah.
all know what happened. Exactly. So, you know what I mean? So, um, yeah, man.
So has you got any MDK like shouted you any plans or you just you sat down with Lee Eaton because I saw did he at you on Instagram and stuff with the eyes and stuff? I don't know if I was
Yeah,
buzzing.
yeah. Obviously, I put some. I applauded Craig in it for
Mm.
the finish, and then my manager's doing eyes like, you know what eyes is? Is like eyes is like raw, like Dan, like you know what I mean? Eyes is like Dan, like what? In my head, I was seeing it like, what is he trying to like draw me out? Like
Yeah.
Dan, are you sure you want this? Like, so I
Mm.
was like, bruv, you're my manager. Don't be doing no fucking eyes. Just make the fight in it, then we'll see it. Like, we'll see about eyes in it. Like, like everyone's taking it in the wrong everyone's taking it in the wrong context.
Yeah.
Like I'm just calling out Craig straight
Yeah.
away. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even. I wasn't even calling out Craig. I was saying like to my manager, I'm hotting him up in it. Like, don't be
Mm.
fucking making eyes. Make the fight then in it. If
Yeah.
you're doing your eyes, just make the fight. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that was my angle. Like,
Oh, I
do you
hear.
get me? Like I said, I know Craig. Craig's like, get me. I've known him for
Yeah. It's
years.
all
Like,
love. It's all love.
it's the
Yeah.
boxing game, innit? It's all. Do you know what I mean? It's the game, innit? Like, we're all trying to eat. We're all trying to better ourselves. We're all trying to climb the ladder.
Mm.
So yeah, like he just pissed me off. Obviously, I'm frustrated as well. I was meant to be fighting in December, and then January, and then it's all getting. So I'm just frustrated. I'm thinking, hey man, don't piss me off, man, please, like. So that was it. Still,
Yeah. That's
So
that's what's up, man. Kinda.
yeah, I see you got some big sponsor board up on the ends. What is that again? How did that come about?
have you driven past it, Dan?
Nah. What happened? Was it
Yeah,
where?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what, Dan? The guy that owns that company, it's a surveying company, innit? He watched me and Andre's fight. but he never heard of any of us two. He was like, raw, like, you two are from the end, yeah, that fight was big, like, like he told me in one of the, like, a local a Jamaican shop, like, food shop, yard shop, innit? And it's just like, yeah, like, let me get your details, like, do you know what I mean? Like, we can do something, like, or whatnot. And yeah, he just said, we're doing some, you know, promo, like, do you want to be in it and whatnot? And yeah, we'll help sponsor you and whatnot. And that's how it come back. Even if he probably saw Andre, he might have even done it with him, but he just saw me. It was just, he just saw me because he was like just hailing both of us up, like, two man from the ends. No, that was a really good fight between you two and whatnot. And that's just how it come about. So it was nice to have a billboard in my own end. Like,
yeah, that's sick. That's what's up.
Where is it in Lewisham?
Yeah, opposite the centre, innit? Opposite the
on the roundabout.
No, like you know the entrance for Argos, just there, like where the two lanes are. Like you'd see it, like it's near the car park opposite.
Oh yeah. I know where the Yardy stores used to sell their tapes and stuff.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, any last minute for the fans before we go? Any last minute messages? You know,
no, just keep supporting, guys. I appreciate all the love. I get a lot of love on socials. A lot of randoms messaging me saying, "Yeah, Dan, you're doing your thing. Like, keep it up." Obviously, just want to shout out my sponsors, Romac Solutions. So Danny Robinson from Romac Solutions. I always got to big them up because, especially in these times, people don't understand. Like, a lot of people, they'll watch boxers and because they see AJ and that, they think, yeah, if you're a boxer, you're balling. Boxing's so hard, you know, like, it's not no joke. Like, especially the come up, like, do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of us work, you know, 9 to 5s or whatever, and still have to go and train. It's not easy. If you're not an Olympian, even people that are on even people that are with Eddie Hearn and Frank, they still like have side hustles and stuff. It's not easy. It's only when you get to that elite level, you're bathing. So I always got to thank, like I said, Romac Solutions. They put bread in my hand and say, look, listen, whatever you need, we're here for you. Go and train, go and do you, be your best. I always got to big them up. Obviously, Reliable Property Group, that's the people that done my billboard. Same thing with them. Look, he was just like, look, anything you need, we're here to support you. So I got to big them up. And SAS as well. SAS Obsestos as well. Same thing. Just said to me, Dan, what do you need? We just need you to go out there and train so you can fulfill your dreams and whatnot. So sponsors are so important. Like, I'm not one of them guys that just have a badge here, have a badge there, have a logo. No, my sponsors actually help me, you know, they actually help me do what I need to do. They help me, like, be able to just train. So I definitely got to thank them. Yeah, and just thank all the fans. And hopefully you lot will get to see some good fights, you know, center stage, bang outs, entertainment and whatnot. And, do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
No. You need to make that a promotional company, you know?
Say that again?
He said you need to make that
bang out entertainment a promotional company.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, straight, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And you lot need to get me on you lot show more often. We need to do a regular thing.
Nah, trust me, don't worry, man. This is the first of many interviews we're gonna do with you, Dan Azeez, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time, man. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, man.
I appreciate you guys. Yeah. Thank you for having me, man. Love, man.
All right, cool. Sweet. See you later. Bye.
Sweet, man. Easy, guys.